Hey guys, I'm meteorologist Chris Tomer. A lot of excitement in the air. We've got some 2020 powder that's going to hit the west here. We've got a couple of ingredients coming together here. We've got a powerful jet that's going to roar in off the Pacific, and it's also going to bring moisture and slam that moisture up against a lot of topographical features of the west. We call that orographic snowfall. So we're going to see some heavy amounts. You can see it rolling in on our future radar here. This is Wednesday at about 1 p.m. So by the time we get into New Year's Day, midday and afternoon, I mean, we're talking about snow coming through the Wasatch, the Tetons, Bitterroots up into parts of Idaho, and slamming into the central to northern mountains of Colorado. Zooming in on Colorado, it may snow all the way through Friday before tapering off on Saturday morning. So a prolonged period of snow possible with some waves and a couple of lulls, but it is going to be windy with this as the jet stream rolls in Saturday at 6 a.m. A snapshot of the winds. You can see a lot of these numbers along the divide, and Mosquito and 10 Mile running 40, 50, 60 miles per hour with those gusts on Saturday morning. And in general, looking at the snow pattern with the jet roaring in like this, you're going to get those heavy pockets of 1 to 2 feet over many of the ski areas and mountain zones running all the way down. And we're going to get great snow up into parts of Washington, Banff as well, off into Whistler. But just speaking strictly about the Intermountain West right here, here's our future radar for Colorado. And this is New Year's morning at 5 a.m. Waiting on the snow to move in. Here it comes, and it's good through most of the mountain zones. And then we get a little bit of a lull, but this is a nice northwest flow pattern, and it actually may not taper off until late Friday into Saturday morning. This is Saturday at 5, and it's finally coming to an end right there. So how much accumulation are we talking about? This is a really early look, and I want to stress that. And a lot of these numbers are probably going to be much bigger here in Utah. I don't think that a lot of the forecast data has caught up to it just yet, but it's going to be a 1 to 2 footer here over Alta and Snowbird, no question about it. It's going to be heavy up in Little Cottonwood Canyon. Looking at 1 to 2 feet for sure here across the Tetons, Jackson Hole. These numbers are probably a little bit on the low side. I would prefer to add a little bit to those. And then in Colorado, looking at probably 1 to 2 feet over Cameron, or over a Steamboat, Buffalo Pass, about a foot over Cameron, and then about a foot is kind of a sweet spot here across the I-70 resorts. We may have to adjust these numbers as well as we get closer, but again, this is just an early look at these numbers, and across the West Elks, looking at about a foot, and then less accumulation over the southern mountains. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in here. I'll certainly keep you updated. If we get some new data in, I'll do another update maybe tomorrow or on Wednesday. Take care.